You ain't seen us in a little bit, man. You ain't seen us in a little bit. We back. EFO Podcast in full effect. Elevated fashion opinions back again. Once again. Man, this is episode 35. For those who didn't know, don't show.
Again. Yeah, you gave me the mic.
Yeah, man. It's your boy Sean the Answer, aka Sean John, man. AKA.
It's your boy Marcus Russell Dowson, CEO, New Revelation Production Company, also CEO of Legacy Empire in Atlanta, Georgia. So we got major topics to talk about tonight. EFO Podcast. I know I've been traveling to myself, so we just want to show support to everybody that's been showing support for the EFO Podcast, also the plays that came out in Atlanta, Georgia. But we're so excited for opportunity. You got Sean the Answer, your host. You know your host who want to go live tonight. What's up?
Man, what's going on out there, man? Hope everybody having a good week, man. November, man. Hope everybody pulling out the Christmas stuff right now, man. You better pull it out right now, cause you know it's coming. It's gonna come and go quick. You better get all the positivity we can right now. You know what I mean? It's already November. It's already towards the end of November. Thanksgiving is next week. Pull out the Christmas. I say, pull out the Christmas stuff right now, man. Pull out all the lights and all that right now, early, man. Don't wait. Man, get it all in as much as we can. You know what I mean? The weather's been a little bit better lately. That's always good. So you know what I mean? Yeah.
So y'all getting ready for Thanksgiving too, coming up. Thanksgiving's next Thursday. You know a lot of people gonna be doing Black Friday coming up too. So that's take place Thursday night and everything. So we say happy holidays to everybody, all the families.
Shout out to the light show. It's gonna be in Tampa.
Tampa, what's up, Tampa?
I believe this Saturday, man, they're gonna have the light show, man. Christmas light show, man. It's gonna be popping, you know what I mean? Yeah. You know what I mean? If you wanna if you really wanna get into the vibe, you know, in the radio while you're driving the car with your family on the way to wherever.
You
can tune on to 100.7? Yeah.
It's
100.7. You feel me? Go to that station. It's Christmas all day. You know what I mean? And what else? Another station. 105.5. 105.5. You know they have Christmas stuff going on too.
105, yeah. So
I'm just plugging in Christmas. You feel me? I love Christmas time. You know what I mean? And hoping, amidst this unforeseen circumstances of this year, everybody will have a great Christmas themselves.
Definitely have a great Christmas, though. You know, there's a lot going on too with the COVID-19. We're not going to go in detail with coronavirus. You know, that's going on currently right now. So we just want to say, hey, YouTube, Instagram, also the camera crew. We hope everybody enjoy their Christmas holidays every day. So,
everybody gotta enjoy this time.
Yeah,
it's a time when it's probably the most time to really embrace, to enjoy the vibe of just the purity of of the holidays and stuff. It's one of the years we probably needed the most. That family, that warmth, you know what I mean, that love.
Always,
the lights, you know what I mean, the wonder, whatever, you feel me? Like that element. So, thus, besides that, you know what I mean, with that being said, we're going to go into what the topics are really we're trying to talk about today, man.
We got a lot of major topics what we're going to talk about. You know, I mean, a lot of people saw me last night. Absolutely go live on Facebook and Instagram about real life situations. And there's something I want to talk about. I know there's a lot of people not really up. We don't usually do the EFO Podcast on Wednesdays due to my travel to different states and also in Tennessee recently. So we're going to continue to come out with the EFO Podcast. We just want to say, hey, the major topic that we want to talk about is about relationships and growing with someone. And this particular beat right here, I kind of want to just just elaborate. Y'all wanna hear me? You wanna hear me? Mike?
Yeah, man, go ahead and
All right, here we
preach.
go. Y'all can hear me. Y'all heard this song before? You probably did too. Yo, here we go. It's my lady I love. To my ladies, I want you to be real with me. How can you trust me? I can trust you to be with me for growing mighty, trying to build something together. I ain't gonna go there.
Try to get it Brian McKnight on over here,
Brian
man.
McKnight.
Try to get it one.
Pretty lady, sexy mama, how can you do these things to me?
Like a piece of pizza from Friday and more shit.
Hey, y'all look forward for Cheating on Me, the next song coming out too. You know, this is song I'm working on right now. So, you know, to be continued. Michael Lynn Johnson did Cheat on Me. Charlotte Elson and I did the True Fast with Boom, PYS Halfway. So our topic today, what it is.
You know, what we know what the pre-discussion seemed to be, man, what seemed to be the popular vote was to talk about these women.
Alright, so
an ongoing topic that will never get old. From the beginning of time, it's one of the most important topics that could ever be talked about. It's always an ongoing, always changing, always more variable to the situation to address with our relationships with these women.
One thing I can say about most of these women, we mostly have to find someone that is turn the music down. We gotta find a woman that's absolutely connected, not just to our money, our finance, what we got going on in life, but also we gotta find a woman that's gonna be so connected with what's going on in our heart. One that's gonna motivate us every single day. We motivate her, she motivate me. You know what I'm saying? Those are the type of women, strong-minded women, that's very ambitious, independent, a little independent, but also believe in building something towards something greater than failure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
definitely.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's always good to have of course, you want a independent woman who has her own things, who has her own, you know, stability, her own self-sufficientness, you know, and but I feel like, you know, in my opinion, with all women, there's always certain trade-offs. There's always give and takes with in terms of what they got. Like they might have, like a woman might have the independency, and she might have other things, but she might be lacking in certain departments.
Yeah. So
you might be somebody who might not have everything as together as her, who has certain things that she doesn't. You know what I mean? Certain departments that you like that she. You know what I mean? So it's all kind of the term pick your poison, so to speak, or whatever. You know what I mean? Because you know with these women.
What you think about it? What you think?
I just think it's just. I don't think they're hard to connect with as like a person. You know what I mean? I don't think that it's like hard to connect with them.
It's not hard to connect though.
It's not hard. Like, it's not hard to understand the woman. Like, you know what I mean? There's no barrier in understanding the woman and what her plight is in life and what she's trying. You know what I mean? And what her struggles might be or whatever. You know, I mean, you know, to some degree, you feel me? Like we can. I feel like I can relate with women a lot because I mean, as people, we go through general experiences, but you know, them women are fascinating. To say the least. You know what I mean? Like it's just it's like it's always an ongoing just women. You know what I mean? It's a discovery. You feel me? Ongoing
You're right. But
process.
the most important part though, when it comes down to finding a great mate or someone that absolutely want to become successful um, in their goals, in their life, their dreams, we must consider networking or finding someone that's going to support us every single day of life. That's something when I talk about consistently with a lot of people. So, yeah, what you got to say about that?
You know what I mean? It's definitely important to keep that in sight. But yeah, like these women, they come in all shapes and sizes, and different backgrounds, different life experiences. One thing I could definitely say for sure that a lot of women in my life experiences, a lot of women have been through some type of trauma, some type of struggle,
Some type of hurt.
yeah, hurt, yeah, some type of hurt or some type of, you know what I mean, and that's something that's I've noticed that's this in this journey of life. This is something that we all go through. You know what I mean? All of us go through the hurt and this. You know what I mean? These little journeys and shit. You know what I mean? And this is something that's worldwide amongst all us as just human beings beyond just race and this is something worldwide. You know what I mean? This is just what we go through. But yeah, with women, yeah, some women have more needs than others. Some women have certain other expectations than others. Some women's expectation might be a little bit beyond what it should be in order to really get somebody in like that. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, for
You're right. Their needs.
the needs might not really meet, like fully match the ideal situation. You know what I mean? What will really flourish for them? You know what I mean? Like I think that some women, you know what I mean? Certain women that needs the expectations, they with all the boxes that need to be checked for them.
Yo. I understand.
It's so much that they're prolonging their own happiness.
Yeah, but you know what?
To
No,
some degree, not all women. I'm saying this is certain.
not all.
This is certain portion of women. Yeah, they're like they're different. That portion. There's that is that type of woman that's out there. But now, what you saying?
But you know what? What Shaw said too is very strong when we talk about women because especially men in their 30s. I'm getting closer to 40 than I am closer to 30.
30 wisdom. 31.
He's 31. I'm mid 30s. So I'm saying right now, as we get older, you always need to find someone that you can actually grow with, not just continue to grow with sexually all the time. Find you a woman that's absolutely going to support you every day. That goes vice versa. Because when it comes down to relationships, it's not all about sex. It's all about mentally growing together. And that's something that we're going to talk about consistently. A lot of people, what I notice, that they repeat cycles in relationships. Besides trying to find, we let sex determine our relationships. And it should not be operating like that. But most people in their 20s, they do that, though, not me. But I try to find a woman that absolutely want purpose, want goals in life. We know they got something that happened that hurt us in our life. That goes for men and females. Things happen in past relationships. A lot of things happen. And we know that sometimes you might feel down, she might feel down. But when you feel down, that woman should come back to you and say, hey, she should be the one to motivate you, to encourage you every single day. Say, hey, baby, I know you're going through some things, but I still love you, though. I'm here to support you. See, that's love. That's real love. That's true love. And that's showing not sympathy that your lady, she care about you. You know what I'm saying, bro?
I know exactly.
So, I mean, we need to find real. You got to find somebody real.
Well, yeah, that's very important, man. I agree. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, having a woman like who cares about what you're going through is very important for a man. I believe, and you know what I mean. Especially a man who has dreams and goals in life. I think it's very valuable to have a woman who encourages, who motivates. You know what I mean? Who when you're going, who's there for you when you're going through a stressful time. You know what I mean? Or a stressful day. I mean, I think it's important to have a woman who's really willing to hear your bullshit, man. You know what I mean? Like, willing to hear when you have how you are when you have a stressful day, willing to take that on. Like, if you have, like, I feel like if you have somebody willing to take that on, when you're not when you're not having a good day, if they're willing to take that on, and still love you, and like I feel like that's a very good sign. You know what I mean?
You're right.
You know what I mean? Like, if they willing to take that on and still love you and still be so consistent, like, you know what I mean? Like, they wish you heavy. You know what I mean? Like, that's a very good sign to me. Like,
that's a good sign too, to find someone that's absolutely grateful, that's going to sit up here and motivate you every single day. But the one topic with the relationship too that was very intense. How do you feel when a woman? I'm gonna be honest. She need to know your bank account information. Okay. So we did this is something I want to talk about. How do you feel if you marry? It's my relationship, married, and your lady. You think you and your lady are supposed to have the same bank account together in marriage? What you think about that?
I'm like 50-50 on that, honestly.
I'm 50-50 on that too.
Marriage, in a marriage, you in a partnership. So depending on how deep your bond is, I think how deep the partnership is, I think it could work out if you have a joint account with, you know what I mean? I think it depends on how deep, you know what I mean, the dynamic of the bond.
The dynamic, that's right.
You know what I mean? Like, what, you know what I mean? Like, it could make sense depending on the dynamic. But on the other hand, I'm thinking it make a whole lot of sense to be like, have separate accounts and have like a savings, like.
So towards like building something in a relationship.
It makes sense to both have your individual accounts, but then come together and be like, we're together. It would be cute if we did make a little account together, you know what I mean? Type shit, you know what I mean? Like you with your little, you know what I mean? I understand some shit like that, and then y'all saving together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then that's the shit that y'all little extra money, play money, you know what I mean? Or whatever. I understand that. But if it's talking about this full access, just pulling money out whenever. Because the thing about these women is.
Yeah, what it is. What
it is.
Don't be too fast, man.
what it is with these women straight up.
So I'm talking for us the bank account. You already know, I gotta get my nails done, I gotta get my hair done, I gotta get
that's what I'm saying.
I gotta get a crown tray.
I'm saying what it is with these women is you gotta spend.
Let me stop.
No, what it is with the women, you gotta spend money. And a lot of them require spending.
Spend that money.
A lot of their expectations, like whether they even say it or not, is requires you to spend money.
You gotta spend money, so you better. I'm sorry to say, I'm gonna say that would be funny, but I saw that EBT card.
Yeah, you might.
Saw that food stamp card. Go get you a crab tray. You go on the Publix, go on the Winn-Dixie, get your little crabs.
Man, that's it.
Your EBT card.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with spending.
Just talking.
Yeah, I feel you. Nah, ain't nothing wrong with spending a little money, on a chicken and whatever. I mean, a little dizzle down. But when it comes to really being something serious, it's not ideal to have a woman who's constantly wanting more than giving. You know what I mean? Like, like, when do you draw the line of wanting and giving? Wanting, like, what you're receiving and what that person is wanting. There has to be some type of
something return back, though.
There has to be some type of balance there. Some type of
not 50. I don't believe in 50-50 no more. I believe in equalness. but I don't believe 50-50 when it comes down to with a female relationship.
Yeah.
But you're right though. You're right. I think though when it comes down to purpose, what you got going on in your life and everything, you don't give up on none of that for no relationship or no woman or you're a woman, you don't give up on your purpose either at all. So it's vice versa. At the end of the day, we must understand each other. That was supposed to be, and we're supposed to support one another. We might be weak at this area, but she might be stronger at this area. You might be strong at this area, but she might be weak at this area. So you got to find a woman that's going to support you, that's going to motivate you every single day. Especially, we can't, if she don't have anything to go, I'm say this on Instagram. Hey Instagram, how you doing? Recording Facebook, okay, that's not that much support on them. But I'm going to say this too. When you have a strong woman in your life that's going to sit up there and motivate you every single day and say, hey baby, I love you. That's something good. Another thing, what I learned in my past relationships with my ex for almost 7 years, that was a long time ago, my ex-fiance, we surprised each other every week. You know what I'm saying? She didn't know I put a blindfold on her face. She was like, what's going to happen, baby? What's next? Surprise one another. Build something up. Stop doing the same thing. Walk on the beach. Do something. Go to Clearwater Beach. Do something.
Yeah. She's somebody that you really want to, be with and really be serious with, definitely. But if it's somebody that you don't really want that money, there's no point of that. But if it's somebody that you really want to, be with and really, if you want to have a future with, definitely do anything that, that you can to, but not, you do have to have that respect too. Like, you know what I mean? You have to have some level of respect with women too. I mean, it's important to know they respect you on a certain level to where they won't cross a certain line with you too. Amongst that, you know what I mean? Like, I think that's very important. Like they need to know, like, Then, like, I feel like they need to know. I feel like with women, it's important to have a balance of, they know that you're a nice guy, and that you're willing to, do what you need to do to, or do things to make her happy and make the make things work but they need to know that balance of you're not going for that bullshit at the same time. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I think that's an important balance. But they need to have that respect level. You know what I mean? As a man, like, they need to know, ain't no pushover shit over here, but it's just genuinely, care. You know what I mean? Genuinely, you know what I mean? This is somebody that you want to pursue, or there's somebody you trying to have something going on with. But that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but you know what though? At the beginning though, when it comes down to turn this music down, like Sean just said, save the drama when you come out of a relationship. But it's not all about this drama. It's all about finding someone that you can connect to. Not just talking about sexually, I'm talking about mentally. Because that's the only way things going to work out towards this purpose in life between y'all two. I'm not going to say ain't going to be no arguments and stuff, disagreements though, but you got to find a strong, ambitious woman. My type of woman though, I like someone that's ambitious. I don't like people, women just hit me up and say, hey, I need you to do this for me. I need you to pay for this and pay for that. It's all about money all the time. I'm not about that. I'm all about, you got your independence. I got my independence. I'm going to travel. You might travel. You still got goals you got to go on. I'm going to support you. You got to support me too so we can grow and build a family together. That's something, we got to find somebody that's our equal. We get, some of these women, I can talk about my exes all day. Some of them weren't really that good to me at all. I lost 2 engagements. I can say that on this live video because it's true fact.
Yeah, we all let men. I think all of us as men have taken losses with women. Like, we've all taken some L's with these women.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
But, that hurt, you know what I mean? But they also made us stronger too. It sounds cliche, but it's also lessons in those situations with the hurt that kind of made us stronger. Probably made us, handle. I see it as, I don't mean to cut off what you're talking about.
You good?
I'm just saying, I just see that as what we go through, kind of sets us up for to handle further situations stronger. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what we went through previously, the way we handle previous situations with women that might have, rejected us, or you know what I mean, or might have just tried, you know what I mean, or some shit just went left. As you get, as you learn and grow with experience, you learn to handle certain situations different. Because I guess your level of acceptance raises higher.
Yeah, it does.
As you grow and mature. I believe, you know what I mean? I think what it is, like your level of acceptance. Like, I feel like when you're in your 20s, you don't accept certain shit. Like, you know what I mean? As much, you know what I mean? Like certain shit. You know what I mean? Certain things. Well, it depends.
It depends though, because in my 30s, I don't accept a lot of crap now at all.
No, I ain't saying I'm talking about different levels of acceptance. I'm not talking about accepting like bullshit, like get tried. I'm not talking about that. No, I'm not. That's a different concept. I'm talking about like level of acceptance with like how we deal with women and shit. You know what I mean? Like level of acceptance of where we draw the line at.
I learned that a lot. I don't play with that. That's what's good to find a someone that's going to be your mate. Not just marriage though, but someone that understands you. Everything. Like Shard say, in your 20s and 30s, yes, we still learning. Yes, we get up age. Yes, I mean I'm almost 40, and right now, when I speak to a lot of people, some people don't have that ambitious mindset. Especially some women that I do talk to has the ambitions to grow, but they still trapped on their past ex, and it's all about money. I can say that on Facebook because I got a lot of messages. If I can show y'all this, how many messages I get on my cell phone. Can I just tell you this? I don't know how many people have my cell phone number. So I had to get another phone service. Too, because I got over 296 text messages. 296 text messages and 68 missed calls today. I don't know how many people just be calling my phone. You see this? I'm gonna show y'all this on the live. You saw these missed calls? I got so many missed calls. I do not answer this phone because a lot of people expect you to. I'm just trying to stay focused. I'm just trying to stay focused on the business, too. So that's something I'm going to do. Some people can continue just to be broke, continue to do what you got to do, everything in life, but that's not my main focus. So So I can continue to repeat the same cycles because I'm not. But I'm just be real. I don't want to grow with somebody that has a mindset of grow. I'm tired of cycle. Years after years, nothing changed. Same thing, nothing changed. I want to be a doctor. You wait 20 years, ain't nothing changed. You ain't pursue the first step. So why I want to have a woman that want to say the same thing without any action? I want to have a woman that's want to be ambitious, that want to grow, that want to build something. You know what I'm saying, bro? Because that's important.
Are you willing to accept a woman who's not there yet but has the ambition to be there?
Yeah, but it's going to take some time that you got to be independent yourself sometime because you got to show love and support within yourself first because a man can't make you make that decision. You have to make the decision for yourself.
So what do you mean a woman who wants to be loyal? She's loyal to you, but she's lacking in...
That's okay.
Certain departments, you know what I mean?
Always got weaknesses. But how long you going to stay there with her like that in that situation?
That's a good question.
I'm not staying for years. I'm not going to put myself down for years.
I mean, unless she start bringing herself up with it at some point, you know what I mean? Like unless she gets the notion and starts,
That's different.
I mean, I'm talking about like I'm not talking about like necessarily somebody who like she ain't on shit. I'm saying like she might have hers. What she does, she might have something it might be something completely opposite from what you do, though.
Yeah, I mean,
like what she does,
that's okay though. That's okay.
That's her thing. You gotta, that's her thing. That's not what you do.
That's okay. I'm gonna still be a playwright. I'm gonna still do music. I'm still gonna do that.
I'm saying, like, but if y'all come together with that,
yeah,
I think that's good. You know what I mean? I think that's a good way how she's supposed to be. Rather, like, you don't have to have. She don't necessarily have to be in the same exact. Do the same exact thing.
No. That's when she love you and support you, motivate you, and that's all that matters. You motivate each other. And y'all come up with some strategies to grow financially, like the bank account. I know you disagree. Sean, you disagree by having. Well, I agree somewhat about having a bank account together.
Makes sense to some degree.
And building something, but I still believe my own individual account I don't need to have permission to call you and say, hey, babe, hey,
Yeah.
I need to buy this TV. Can I buy this? I'm like, no, I work hard as hell to buy this. Why can't I purchase this? Why I can't purchase this item? I gotta get permission. But I understand the respect too on both parties. But
if it's a mutual, I can understand like
mutual.
okay, if it's a situation where it's very like mutual, where y'all really sharing everything for real, like you know what I mean, like and everything. Okay, if that's a system that's working, but other than that, I feel like that's not a good idea. You know what I mean? I wouldn't want.
Which one is not a good idea?
Like my chick having my personal checking account information or whatever. You know what I mean? Because I don't want her getting like you know what I mean. I don't want her to be on there getting notifications when
you buy, you might go to the store. You might buy her.
I might go to
a new car, and she gonna say, "Oh, baby, bought me a new car." She gonna keep it. She gonna call it.
Yeah, it might ruin the shit. All type of shit. You know what I mean? She was she would get notifications. See what store you just shopped at already. Like, you know what I mean? Like it can't even be a surprise. You be like, oh, you went to Kmart, right? You know what I mean? And she gonna be on some bullshit with it too. She not even. She gonna be on your nerves. She not even gonna be on the shit you wanna be on. She gonna be like, yeah, you went to Kmart. You might have. They got that thing I wanted. You know what I mean? Like some shit, like some. She'll bring some whole other shit. Like some shit you don't even want to hear about. Like, what the fuck? And then, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? So, yeah, man.
Well, yeah, you're right though. I mean, see, this is my point of view. Like you said, I agree with you 100% on that, Shard. I believe in having a checking account together to pay bills and pay different, bills and stuff. So if we have some type of blueprint that we're trying to accomplish goals, I believe in putting a certain percentage of my income inside that account. But I also believe in having a separate account too. A separate account, having a separate bank account is very important too, because you have your own individual. See, how about a business account? I mean, would you like your lady to have access to your business account, even though she's not part of the company or nothing like that, though? But that's not personal money. You can't just go in that account.
It depends on who she. It depends on what I know who she's capable of and what her skills are. Like if her skill set involves, like I know I can trust her for her to handle certain things. Like if she has that skill set already, that's just part of who she is already. Yeah. I probably would, allow her to, handle certain things. But
is she an accountant?
Yeah, she already have that like experience or something, or she's already. You know what I mean? Like she knows what to do before me. Like she's already been there before me, but she's just trying to like. You know what I mean? Like she's. That's different, but
I mean that's different. If it's
something where we both green, like we both don't know shit, and she don't know nothing, she can't make too many decisions.
I mean, everybody is different, though.
I think women are smart though. Like I think women. I think women are smart to when they're really have a man in the web, they can really. Understand them. You know what I mean? Like, if they really want to.
It's good. See, where my mind at right now, though, I like strong, ambitious women that has purpose and goals. But with this bank account situation, too, understand what we're trying to go as marriage. Marriage is different from relationship. And business is business. That's what I do. Business is business. Relationship is relationship. Whatever you got going on prior before, I mean, don't expect just me to just give up on just that. But not saying restrictions, I'm not going to use restrictions, but there are some boundaries and things that we must do together so we can grow together. So, I mean, I'm getting up age now, so it's time to take leadership, time to take ownership. And now, 36, going on 36 years old, it's time to take leadership over things what you own, what you trying to accomplish in life.
And with these women, we do gotta take, as men, we do have to take which is like strong initiative. Like if we really want that with them too, you know what I mean? Like if that's something that we gotta take initiative towards that as men. If that's something we want with certain women, if it's something they want too, it has to be something they want in you. You know what I mean? It has to work that way. You know what I mean?
So you I mean, it depends on what type of woman you have, and also what type of man you have for the women. It depends on both parties.
It varies.
So
it varies.
It varies.
There's some great women out here. Like there's great women out here who are in unfortunate financial circumstances who don't have nothing much off financially. You know what I mean? Like that. I feel like there's a real that's a real thing. Like there's there's attractive good women out here who don't have nothing financially. Like they financial situation ain't no more or less better than yours. So, you know what I mean? Like type of shit. Like there's women out here.
Yeah.
There's women out here like that. Believe it or not, there's beautiful women out here in this world who are in unfortunate financial situations.
Yeah.
Who are in a financial cycle fucked up. And they not, you know what I mean? And they, you know what I mean? And they probably not thinking. But certain, and that's why my spirituality is so strong. I just believe you just get certain people, you know what I mean? Like in your life, certain people get attracted to you, or you meet certain people for certain reasons.
You're right on that. You know what? You're right.
And you realize you learn certain different type of lessons.
You learn different type of lessons. You know what? I'm gonna say this too on the live video. Because in this lifetime though, it's very important to have strong-minded people in your circle, no matter what. No matter it's a relationship, and no matter where you are in life. It all depends on who you are, what you're trying to accomplish, and have the right people in your circle. And one thing I can say, once you get a strong-minded woman in your life, also for the women, when you get a strong man in your life, now you start to see things that start to transition for the better. Sometimes it takes moving away from the city. Sometimes it takes moving a long ways. Start keeping the contact with certain people, changing up your environment, changing up your circle, so you can build something together. So you keep everybody at your business. So that's one thing. Because when you love somebody that deep, you want to sit up here and do things to support each other no matter what. So come up with them conclusions and say, hey, baby, I love you. Start doing things a little different. Stop allowing everybody else in your relationship and just start loving each other who you are. That love is strong. It's the strongest vessel on earth. That's true facts. That's true facts, bro. You know that? Yeah. When you have a woman that loves you that deeply.
Yeah, you're right, man. Love is the truest thing out there. Really.
Corinthians 13. You know it.
Love is the realest thing. Love is the realest thing in existence. I mean, I think love is as real as it gets. Love is what we really are. Like we really want to go there, you know what I mean? Like every single person is love.
That's how it's supposed to be.
And everybody really started just looking at themselves as love when they wake up in the morning and really embodying that. Like I came from God, the ultimate love.
Yep.
So I am love. Mm-hmm. So all of us are love. There's different expressions of it. You know what I mean? And if everybody started thinking about that, it would change a lot.
It would change a lot too. You know, when you got love for first, it takes loving yourself first. You gotta love yourself. Make sure that you straight first at the end of the day. Love yourself first. You can't love somebody else, so you love yourself first. So that's the concept of what you need to follow. And then you gotta love what you're doing. Things, you know, people ain't gonna self you. Already know that. You know, but at the end of the day, if your lady accept you for who you are, she been motivated, supported, love you, and caring for you, and say that, baby, hey, I love you. I know you want to succeed this. And sometimes it's hard for a man to really open up. So, man, you know, when we go through our emotions, when we speak to our woman, we can't say everything to our lady though. We can't say everything to her. Sometimes, you know, we might go in the room and cry, just a little cry. But a woman expects us to be so strong-minded. But I heard one of the women say that we should cry in front of our ladies, but we feel so weak. You know what I'm saying? We feel weak when we do those type of things. Because we're supposed to be one of the strongest vessels.
I mean, it depends on who it is. It depends on who it is. Like, I'm not gonna say I've cried in front of a woman before. I'm not saying say that.
Start saying it.
I'm not saying real though, bro. I've cried in front of a woman before.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Not saying that it's just something that has happened repeatedly, but there's been a couple women I cried in front of. You know, the first one was a woman I was with. I was with her for about 5 years. You know, so she definitely seen me cry because she seen me go through some other things. You know what I mean? And you know, there's probably maybe one other woman that seen me cry outside of her. I might not be able to think of right now, but I got an idea. But yeah, so you know, but man, that's part of it with these women. You know, man, we have to show a level of vulnerability, but and strength at the same time.
Right, that's part of life, though. You know, things will happen in a lifetime. It's a major topic, though. You know, we're gonna talk about this. I'm gonna get some other people on the EFO podcast. You got Charlotte Elson and I doing a podcast before we log off. I'm gonna get some other people's opinions too about growth and relationships with females, because I really think though, at a certain age, at least around age 28 and older than that, it's supposed to be focused on somebody that we can build with. And so I know I'm in that 22 now.
I agree with that.
For real.
I agree with that. Honestly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like some of us still can kind of be teetering with certain, but I do agree with once you get like 28, you know, you kind of have to start leaning towards. You know, you want to start leaning a little bit more towards like, okay, but who's gonna be the one that's really
Gonna be able to support us.
Yeah. Who's the one who's really trying to be here? Like, you know what I mean? Who's the one who's really trying to be here with you in life? Who's really got that attention with you? So that's definitely important.
It's very important too, especially too. I get so many females that hit me up all the time on Facebook and also on Instagram. Hey, I see you doing your thing. I want to talk to you. I want to build something with you. And so you can't. I don't really respond on Facebook as much, but some people that I do talk to on Facebook, you can't really respond to people that just want to look at you for money. I mean, I'm almost 40, so I'm not in my 20s. It would have been okay in my 20s, but I'm getting close to 40. You're trying to want to build something with somebody that want to lead towards marriage, that want to grow in life, that has a higher purpose with their future and things. So that's something what I'm looking for right now. So I'm not going to give up on that, though. I mean, there's a lot of people that say, hey, nah, I can't talk to you. Nah, I can't talk to you. Yes, you hit me on Snapchat, I can't talk to you. But at the same time, though, where is your mindset? What can we do together? What can we motivate each other towards building something in a relationship? That's something I want to talk about too, because there are some strong women out here. There are some strong women out here that want to grow in life, that has a high ability to build something greater than failure. So this is the time now to find somebody that's going to not just love you for your sex game or what you got in your bank, but somebody that's going to love you for what's coming out of your heart. What can we do together to build something? Legacy Empire. That's the name of my company in Atlanta, Georgia. What can we do to build something together? How can we be strong enough to build something? That's what my mindset is at right now with women. Gotta have that strong-minded woman in your life. Vice versa, to support both sides. What you think?
I agree. Yeah, definitely. Very important to have a strong, a strong-minded woman is an asset. Definitely a strong asset to the journey of a man.
Absolutely.
Who's trying to be on the up and up and trying to be successful. And a strong-minded woman who's motivational and wants to push you, be, a positive force in your journey. That's wonderful. You know what I mean? But even if you don't have that necessarily to that degree that you might want or whatever, that's when it always comes down to self. Like, you know what I mean? That self-love. Like, we were just saying about self-love.
You gotta have self-love.
You gotta have self-love.
Motivate yourself. Self-love.
If you don't have, if you don't have that, that's really like the base point. Really. That's really like the ground base point of how you can function with these women. With women, you know what I mean? Like, you have to have your own level of self-love first, and your own personal base of who you are first, and then
you do.
When you engage with these women or whoever, somebody, then you can really have a grounded base to be of who you are, and so they can really embrace you.
You're
Who
right.
you are, you know what I mean?
You know who you are. You know what? Another thing before we log off with this EFO podcast, we pause this music, and I definitely want to say this too on this video. There's a lot of my friends, family members are just standing still. I'm talking about relationship too, but I'm talking about relationship with their own individual self. They are standing still because they're worried of what other people think about them. What's wrong with using the time now? It is 10:44 p.m. Eastern time. This is the time to make the decision for yourself, to better your future, better your goals, better your music, better your plays, better anything what you're trying to do in life. And then when you start bettering things, then you'll start to see strong-minded people come in your circle, even a strong woman to build up a relationship. And a lot of us have these though, but we can't see it. We can't see it. And I'm gonna say this on the line: the things what I've been hearing what's going on in St. Petersburg, Florida. I spoke to my grandma tonight, and there's a lot of things what's going on in St. Pete. I'm not going to be specific about it on the live video, but I would just want to say, hey, everybody be safe in St. Pete, because there's a lot of mess going on in that area. And a lot of people that I know that repeated cycles every day. They giving up, they get killed, they get murdered, and they don't have no foundation. And I just want to encourage you all. You know, Shard?
Yeah.
Me and Shard, we used to stay in St. Pete. We don't stay there. I don't stay in St. Pete. Shard don't stay in St. Pete. But that's still home. That's still home. Not my home city, but I was raised up there too in my teenager years. Shard was raised up there too.
Yeah.
But the people that stays in that area, we just want to say, hey, focus on your goals. Focus on your purpose. If it takes you leaving that area to find something else new in life, take heed, sacrifice, and do it. I did it. Trust me, it worked good for me. What you got to say about that, Sean, before we long go?
I agree. Yeah, man, you're right. You know what I mean? Yeah. If you feel like you're in a trap position, in a toxic environment, if you get a chance, if you get any chance to get away from that and to start over or to have fresh new energy, more positive energy, you should do it. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying everybody should move or do it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like you say, yeah, I'm from St. Pete.
Yeah,
I grew up there. You know what I mean? I no longer live there. It's been a while since I really lived there. But however, I grew up there. You know what I mean? And I know I know what it is. And I'm saying not saying all St. Peter is all bad. Like there's no
problem. No, it ain't all bad.
But there's a certain aspect of it in terms of a young black. I guess you could say as a young black man, who got some type of self integrity. You know what I mean? Living in a place like St. Pete is not very. You know what I mean? It's not. It's more of a struggle. You know what I mean?
And you know what, Sean? I see that. Not to break the subject, I see the struggle. What goes on back home in St. Petersburg, Florida? It's like it's so many people that have so much talent there.
Yeah.
So much talent, but we allow other people to control our mindset. Sometimes that we need to be in a new environment and free ourselves from not just everything is not negative in St. Pete. I'm not saying that, but some people that we surround ourselves around, it hurts us. And me, personally, as a man that used to stay in St. Pete, it hurts me because there is something greater in our own individual lives, and we just give up because this person said we can't make it. When can we come together in the community to work things out? There's so much talent in that area. There's so much gifts in that area, but we just give up so quick. It hurts me to see family and friends stand at that level when I know that they have that opportunity to go to that next level, but we continue to sacrifice the same decisions every day in life, especially back home in St. Pete. It hurts. And I'm being real about it. It hurts.
Yeah, man.
It hurts.
I feel you.
I really want to log off right now because this is a major topic. I don't even want to talk about it right now because we got family and friends down there. It hurts to see cycles.
Yeah, man. It does suck, man. Like, it does. It's like this is a place where so much of our family is from. You know what I mean? Like
DC, but St. Pete, yeah,
St. Pete has so much beauty to it.
It does.
But
Downtown
at the same time, has so much ugliness at the same time.
Yeah.
Like it's like St. Pete has like a shadow side to it. Like St. Pete has a beautiful side to it.
Also,
but it has a whole shadow side that's like a lot of people might not be aware of. But the shadow side of St. Pete is very
dark.
Yeah, very dark, very sinister.
Dark. It's very dark.
Like,
it's very dark.
It's not comfortable.
Barely want to come down there as much.
Very uncomfortable.
I barely want to.
It's crazy.
Funny. It's not that funny.
It's really not funny. Like, I'm laughing, but it's really.
Yeah.
It's like seriously, like it's really like. No, St. Pete really has like a sinister. Like it has something there that's.
It's just
very uncomfortable.
It's
you know
uncomfortable.
What I mean? Like, not all. I'm talking about the shadow side. I'm talking about the shadow. I'm not talking about I ain't talking about like. I'm not talking about the great stuff with the going to the beach, going like this.
I love the beach.
There's a great side going downtown, like all that stuff. Yeah, there's a luxurious side. If you have the means, yeah. If you got the means. Oh yeah, you can have a great time in St. Pete. You don't know what's going on.
But I love the beach in St. Pete. I really do. I mean,
oh yeah, the beach and stuff and all that. Like you can be in a whole different world. But on the other side, like if you're just really living there, you'll see that St. Pete, is definitely very troubled in certain ways. In terms of,
For real, what I heard tonight from my grandma, we had a long talk when I got off from work at Publix. And I still work at Publix. Yes, I've been there for a while and not giving up on my job because Publix is a good company to work for. Yeah. And to hear my grandma talk about that the city is getting worse and worse with young people, things happening worse and worse. It put a major hurt on my heart because there is so much potential in that area. Yeah. And sometimes just grow, like, shout out, be honest, it's hard for me even to go back down there so often, but I still have family and friends down there that I care about, that I love, that has the potential to go to that next level. But it just hurts me so much though, because it's like unbelievable. It's like there's so much hurt in my heart with people back home in St. Pete, but it hurts me so. I'm sorry to say this again, but it hurts me so much because there's so much things, so much talent in Washington D.C. Even though that's home city, but raised in St. Pete, there's so much talent, but I can't connect to it anymore. I can't connect to it anymore. I can't. It gotta go forward in life. I can't just stay there. I visit, but I can't just stay there at that level for years and don't get nothing done in life.
All visitation, man. That's all I can say. I love my family and friends still in St. Pete. Shout out to my family and friends.
Shout out to grandma. Shout out to this grandma. She cooking a big Thanksgiving though.
You know what it is with that. Grandma already got the whole
turkey,
man. Grandma just talked yesterday. You know what I mean? Yeah, grandma already ordered. You know what I mean? Pre-ordered the whole meal, man. You know what I mean? But shout out.
Shout out
to all the just keep the positive vibe. Just enjoy our family and friends.
Thanksgiving, y'all.
We have our lovers. You know what I mean? Enjoy our lovers to the most. You know what I mean? I feel like we didn't just appreciate what we have. You know what I mean? Like, enjoy our friends, our family, whoever the woman is. That's a woman, or whoever you're a woman. man. Whatever, you know what I mean?
But it is what it
We
is.
just have to, the holidays, you know what I mean? We just have to embrace as much happiness, and, you know what I mean? As we can.
Definitely. Thanksgiving, y'all. Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving coming up next Thursday. You got your whole Shard and answer. You know, me and Shard been close since middle school, Faith Point middle school days. You know, still gonna be close no matter what. You already know that. In spite of what
Day
happened.
one ish.
Even though I travel a lot and stuff, he gonna be your host. Too. We had to play that was successful down at Clarkland University too this recent October. Christmas play coming out too. Hopefully, to be some of the cast members for the EFO Podcast coming up. So we're gonna do things a lot different coming up for the EFO Podcast. We're gonna do interviews. We're gonna do podcasts that's basically talking about different topics. So it might be rated R. You might say some things that might don't agree with you, but that's okay. It's a podcast. But I definitely want to do an interview with different artists and actresses and stuff in the plays in Atlanta, not just in Atlanta, but worldwide, who we network with. Genuine, what's up?
Genuine, I was just bumping Genuine, man. I was just bumping your track, man, earlier today, man. And I got the system going, man, that what was going on, whatever it was,
Yeah.
It felt great. Cause,
It felt great.
When you got a system, everything sounds good.
Sounds good. It sounds good to network with Genuine too. Also, not just Genuine. It sounds good to network with a lot of other different artists. Kerry Washington, you know, Cardi B, Love and Hip Hop, Cameron Crew in Atlanta, Georgia. It's good to network with Clark Atlanta. A lot of other people. I'm not gonna say their name, but it's good to stay in contact with people that's gonna support you every single day when you network with them. My networking skills always been strong. It's always going to be strong. I'm not giving up on nothing. I'm not giving up on because of coronavirus. I'm going to continue to do what I got to do. And also stay blessed. Sean, any last remarks before we log out?
Man, not too many last remarks, but, you know, shout out to Crown McGowan, man. Back in the dojo, man. I'm excited. You know, I had a little hiatus from the dojo, but, yeah, shout out to Crown McGowan. And, more updates, man. Check out my YouTube.
Check it out. EFO Podcast.
Yeah, EFO Podcast on my YouTube. You know, the True Facts music videos on my YouTube, amongst other you know, content that you might come across. You know? Yeah.
Y'all make sure y'all check it out though.
And yeah, that's it, man.
That's it, y'all. Y'all listen to this beat. Oh God.
Mama, Tyson at it again.
Alright, so our next week out this piece. We're gonna be out this piece though, so our next EFO podcast, we're gonna talk about hip hop, the game, music, everything. So we're gonna talk mainly about relationships, growing with somebody. But I'm not gonna come up with all the topics though. Try to answer will come up with the next time. This was my particular topic I want to talk about though, because I think it's very important. So with that shot, you're gonna come up with the topic EFO Podcast, and I know Saturdays, right? But we're gonna do it on Mondays.
Hey, mostly on Mondays, man. You know, unless some unforeseen circumstances come up, but we always keep you updated, man. But yeah. Monday, man. Stay tuned for Monday, man. Stay in tune, man. Much love to all the supporters, man. Much love. Namaste. If you ain't know what namaste means, that means peace, love, and light, man. I see the light in you.
All right.
Chill. Yeah.
Chill.